This is Varabaenor, vast world with places, people, and stories to explore. Part 1. Hey there, and welcome to my very first video series of my Minecraft world. This series is going to be a place where we explore together, world build together, play together and tell stories. I've had this world for just under a year now, and I just wanted to share this project with other people. Eventually, I want to transition this video series to a Minecraft Let's Play, but this will have to wait a couple of episodes. You're discovering a Minecraft world that has existed for a year now, and that has been built in for a year. But little does it matter, because you're not watching to see me find my first diamond, or see the Ender Dragon be defeated for the 100th time. You're watching to immerse yourself in a fantasy world that slowly and gladly with your input develops within Minecraft. In this episode, I want to show you around a little, make clear my goals for the series and this world, and finally give you a little bit of background information. We are a couple of 100 blocks north of spawn here. This is Valley, the city of love. However, as you can see, there is not a lot of love going on here, or a lot of anything. Excuse me for that thing over there, the tutorial. I just had to re-download Minecraft on my computer, because when I tried recording this on my laptop, the frame rate was something like 5 FPS or so. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Well, as I said, this is Valley, the city of love, although it's not really much of a city right now. This is the very first project that I started, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish buildings, not even half completed yet. As you can see, we are in the middle of a jungle biome, and it's huge because we're playing on large biomes here. So, clearing out space for buildings is very hard. And I abandoned this project relatively quickly, but I definitely plan to come back to this city in the future. Well, as you can see, the general theme of this world is supposed to be something like medieval-ish fantasy. I don't really like or build buildings in modern or even futuristic style. That's not really something I can do very well, and I don't find the appeal in it, if I'm being totally honest with you. So medieval, even Renaissance magic, that kind of stuff. That is what this world is going to be about. Yeah, so everything that you can find in the overworld must look like it could reasonably exist in a fantasy world with magic. And I think, I'm getting better at it. Those builds are really old, a year almost already. And as you can see, we have, horse stables here. We have a chandler here with like a bee farm, a little one. We have, a normal house where people can live in, and a library over there, an unfinished storage building. This big thing over here is the tavern, and the enchantment tower, rather. Yeah, not much is built here, but this road over there, this one leads out of the city. Oh, Enderman, and I hear a zombie. Oh, probably because I didn't light up anything in the tavern here. This road leads out of the city, but as you will see very briefly, there, I haven't made a whole lot of progress yet. It's, hard to cut down all of these trees, so I decided to, abandon this project for the time. and do something else. And this I have, and this is where we're going to go now. Because honestly, there's not much to show you here, so we're going to travel a bit. And when I say travel, I mean a lot. One rule of this Minecraft world is that everything I build has to be interconnected by, you know, either a system of roads or canals, or, and then the magic part comes in, because it's not really medieval, minecart system. And we are now going to go into this tunnel here and see where this is going to lead us. One thing you can see in the top left corner of my screen is Xero's minimap. I do have the world map as well, and those, together with a couple other, you know, mods or data packs or plugins, just really serve to make our lives a little bit easier. I say our, I'm, you know, playing in this world together with my brother. He has his own kingdom, I have my kingdom, which I'm building up here and there. And yeah, of course, you know, the minimap from Xeros and the world map. I also have a ambient sound mod pack installed. You could hear, you know, the seagulls, and you'll hear different things throughout the world. My brother also made a plugin or a data pack that replaces the vanilla horn sounds with those from the Lord of the Rings. We have a plugin that's just very recent addition to my mod list, that, you know, facilitates felling trees a little bit, so that's great. And if I ever, you know, design huge buildings in Minecraft, it would be foolish to do this in survival, so I do this in a creative world instead and use Litematica to get the blueprint this world and build it in survival here. Well, I'm going to show you now that my world indeed is interconnected. I'll not be with you all the way, because it's a long ride to the next destination of ours, but in fact all of the places in my world are indeed connected by rail, by road, or by canal. So I'll hop into this minecart and I'll see you on the other side, I guess. Okay, 6,500 blocks and we are finally here at our destination. I must admit, the tracks ran out at like 1,000 blocks in, so I walked the rest of the way, as you can probably see by my food. Don't know if you remembered how much I had. I don't remember either. But yeah, it was a long way, 6,500. And we're here in a place that's called the Goldstream Valley, deep under it at least. A place where dwarves, elves and men live in relative harmony, but I'm not going to explain too much or show you around too much at this place for one very simple reason. I want you to explore this world in the same order that I built in here, which basically means everything that you're going to see very soon, you're just going to catch glimpses of it while I go past to get to our next destination. I really should have figured out before where we go. I think that's right, okay. Okay, let's get up here. As I said, you know, Dwarven Kingdom, and I really want a way out here. Ouch. I'm not going to explain, I'm just going to get us to the next part in our world, and you can just watch back and relax and, you know, see the various different parts of my world. Now the next parts are all interconnected by a system of roads, as you can see here. This one is Sandstone Road. And some are just, you know, built with, what they're called, road path blocks or something like that. I'm not really sure. But little does it matter. Let me just turn down the music or the sound a little bit. I think that should be okay. So I'm just gonna hop on a horse and we'll make our way to the second location I started building at, which is far away, and in comparison to our path to this place, we actually can travel through, you know, on top of the world and not underneath it. And I think this is going to be way more satisfying to watch. So let's go on our long journey. I built this road when 1.20 came out, and I was in love with the cherry trees. It just looks so pretty. So I made them line this road, which is amazing. In some parts they even, you know, have lanterns hanging down from them, so that's great. Here's just a big old forest that I built with the use of Litematica and a lot of hours. A lot of my summer holidays went to this project here. It's a little bit of a mob spawner, so let's hope we can get through here without blowing anything up or without getting our horse killed. That would be very sad. Big part of me playing this game is just me traveling on those roads. And I'll try to, you know, dot around this road here and there, little things, little points of interest, roads that fork away, things that might be interesting to see, but as you can see, this road is a very long road. And I can't just put in something at every second block. So there's going to be empty stretches, and on one of them we are right now. Yeah. And there we are, getting closer to another civilized area. And a bee. I love bees. I've ridden past this sapling so many times and it still hasn't grown. It's amazing. Well, I mean, I don't spend very much time in this area, so it's clear, I think. I think that makes sense. More cherry trees, more everything. Oh, I think I should set my render distance a little higher. 1 second, let me just do this really quick. Oh yeah, let's put it to 16. That's what I play on my laptop. Okay. Well, I could theoretically go higher, but no experiments while I'm recording. So this road is the Great East-West Road, and eventually it will connect Elsbury, the city we've just been in, to Elskrynne, the capital city of this kingdom. With the Goldstream Valley just being the outskirts of that capital city that you have barely seen. Yeah, but still, you know, gonna take a while. We're now passing the little village of what's it called, Swineford, just simply because there used to be a lot of pigs here, there, and well, I can only see one. There used to be a lot of them here. I haven't continued on this village for quite some time, but I will return to it eventually. A lot of projects here are unfinished. So this road is actually finished. This goes to my brother's place. We will not tread this road today. We'll instead continue to a little quaint village called Elsfield, far in the north, next to the desert where I dug out all of this sandstone, by the way. Yeah, I can enlarge this map a little bit. It's a pity. Usually you can see way more of my world. You see the black corner there. It's just because I reinstalled this game on my computer that I also have to rediscover all of my world, basically, for my Xeros minimap and world map to load them properly. Yeah, over there is just a little farmer's house that I have started and never finished. We'll have to come back to that eventually too. And now the scenery changes a little bit and we are in a savanna biome. And this is where also very soon the Sandstone Road ends. We have just traversed like 3,000 blocks around that number. And we come to the very first road we built. We are gonna get to Elsfield. Orfield is what we'll pass through, but Elsfield is our destiny because this is the very first thing that I built after Elsbury, the white city in the east. Looks like I will need to go to bed soon. Yeah, this is a slime farm I haven't finished. Quickly cross this bridge and get up the stairs to what is almost Orfield. There we go. Welcome to Orfield. That's the third project of mine that I've been building in this place. And I think now that it's getting night, we should just, you know, hop into the tavern real quick and have a good night's rest before continuing, before continuing tomorrow. Wonderful. It's still very empty. I'm not really good at interiors, if I'm being totally honest with you. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a bed. So let's just plop down a bed, sleep through the night. And continue on with our journey to Elsfield. So, let's see. Hello, horse. Whoops, okay. That sounded like a pillager. Never mind. Oops, you see, I really like my wheat fields. With a big Orfield castle there in the background. And let's continue. The road gets more interesting along this way. Of course it, you know, goes through more biomes. Here we are in a, what's it called? Mangrove jungle? No. Mangrove swamp, yeah, I think so. Mangrove swamp biome. Was fairly difficult to dig through this. Just gonna ignore that for now. You'll see very soon what this is going to be. There is the first big bridge that we will cross in order to get to Elsfield. Let's go. Funny story, I actually used math for this bridge. I designed the arches with quadratic functions, and this slope here is a linear function. I plotted them in GeoGebra, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's, you know, similar to Desmos. And I just, you know, put them into this pixel format and built them. The second bridge. And we're going left and right up the mountain. Okay. So we're almost there. Shouldn't take too long anymore to get to Ellsfield. And this is where the road again becomes somewhat boring, I guess. Not much going on around here. It's just road and road and road. But I love this green. Oh my goodness. It's just road and road and road until we get to our destination. Yes. But I mean, it's kind of realistic. I mean, if you look at roads in the real world, there isn't necessarily always something every, you know, 50 blocks or every 50 meters, you know, a point of interest. You know, there may be, you know, large stretches of just nothing, basically. And so it is the case here. Now, you could ask, you know, Elon, why would you ever build everything so far apart? Because I just like that. I just like living in this world that feels so fast, where it takes a lot of time to get from one place to another. It just makes it feel way more real to me. And this is kind of the point of this world, you know. It's supposed to be a fantasy world. And it's supposed to feel real. And with that thing alone, it kind of does. And when you connect everything with roads and pretty things up a little bit, then half of the thing is already achieved. So this is going to be Ellsfield Castle. Not much going on here right now. But we're very close to Ellsfield proper now. Very close indeed. What I like to do for little villages is that I just take existing villages and transform them. Like, you probably have seen tons of, you know, village transformation videos on YouTube. I do this for a lot of villages. I might not be the best builder by no stretch, but I do a couple of things here and there. And there we already are in Ellsfield. You can see my characteristic, probably mine, the large wheat fields, my goodness. Wonderful. We also have some carrots and potatoes here, but, you know, this is Ellsfield. And it's kind of interesting to see the progress I have made with, with my personal skills when it comes to building houses. Like, that's how I started, you know, building little village houses. Doesn't look too fancy, doesn't look too nice, doesn't look like I know what I'm doing at all. But it's, you know, getting progressively better the further we, you know, trot along. It's Ellsfield. There's nothing too much going on here. We have anything we might, you know, need for survival. We have a villager wheat farm there, and we have furthermore over there behind this house. Oh, we have villagers apparently with cows. Whatever they're doing there, I'm not gonna ask. Just stacks of, you know, raw materials. There is the smith, the blacksmith, and, you know, just a couple of random villager houses here and there. Aren't too many. But yeah, I'll also come back to this point, at some point in the future, mainly because this is the gateway to where we get our sand. Just a little further north and a little further east is a huge giant desert. And of course, when I want to get sand, I'll have to get through here. Yeah, but apart from that, there's not really much. You see the stables, you see the blacksmith. Yeah, as I said, interior, no thank you. It's not really my kind of thing to do. But I will eventually get around to it. Eventually I will get around to it once I find the motivation to work on these projects. You can see here, basically empty. We have this guy. Excuse me, can you? Yes. Just selling tools, okay. Just a couple of materials here and there. Nothing too crazy at all. Yeah, well, I don't know what else to say about this. Next episode I'm going to show you around Orefield and the Goldstream Valley. Third episode I might make a visit to my brother's place if he gives me the permission. And after that I would really like to start doing a Let's Play in this world. So with that, I hope I got you a little bit interested in this world. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you next episode around. Farewell.